Here we are in Snapshot. Today we're going to take a look at Metadata Studio, our prompt engineering platform that helps administrators and developers manage their org with artificial intelligence. Now the first thing you'll want to do is to create a snapshot of an org that you have, and that will appear as one of these blue items on the workspace. Right-click the item and select Metadata Studio to get started. Now the first thing you'll see is a whole bunch of different prompts down the left-hand side of the screen. These will either be the example prompts that come with Metadata Studio or prompts that you've created. To see what the prompts do, you can just select them and read the description over here at right. And as you can see, we have a whole bunch of very powerful prompts available. Let's take a look at this one. To create an Apex test class from a selected class. Now to run any prompt as an end user, it's really pretty easy. You just select the prompt at left and click the submit button right here. Now this particular prompt will ask me to select one of my Apex classes, and I select the class and click the OK button. And just like that, my intelligent assistant will write an Apex test class for the class that I selected. And now one of the things I can do is I can actually validate that test class. And the Validate Assets button makes a validating deployment to the current org to see if there's any errors in the test class. And we see that there were no errors reported. And now we can either deploy that asset to the org or export the asset as a text file to be used later, for example, with Salesforce DX. All right, that's my first example of running a prompt from the example prompt library and then validating the asset against the org. Let's take a look at another prompt. We have some great ones for flows. Let's document the flow with a report. Now, reading the description of this prompt, it lets us select a flow, and then it creates documentation about what that flow does, and then we can save that documentation or share it with our team. So in order to run the prompt, all we have to do is click the Submit button, and now we'll need to select a flow from our org, and just like that, our intelligent assistant will write a complete report about everything that that flow does. Now, if this information is something you want to share with your team, all you have to do is to right-click the text and say Export, and just like that, you can save this report to your computer or send it as an email attachment, whatever you want. All right, so that's another simple example of running one of our prompts in Metadata Studio and then exporting the results of the prompt for org management.